Good afternoon, welcome to Yoga with Katie. Let's start by sitting in a comfortable seated position, stomach and chest proud, shoulders relaxed down from your ears. Taking a few calming breath here, bringing awareness to your breath that you have arrived on your mat. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. We're going to inhale the arms up. Turn the palm out, exhale down. Deep, deep inhale through your nose and deep, deep exhale through your nose. Remember to hold our breath. One more. Slowly release. Inhale right arm up, bring it across your chest, supported by the other hand. Pull back, shoulder stretch. Taking a couple of breaths here, creating resistance. And we're going to slowly release. Same arm up. We lengthen first. Place the palm behind your back. Use the other hand to guide your elbow. Tricep stretch. Chin up. Looking forward. Slowly release. Shake it out the other side. Arm up and across. Pull back. Shoulder stretch. Creating resistance. And release. Same arm up. Lengthen first. Place the palm behind your back and use the other hand to guide up. Tricep stretch. Chin up. Looking forward. If you can bind hands behind you, go ahead, binding hands behind your back. Stomach and chest proud. Slowly, slowly release. Shake it out. Hands on the shoulders. Elbows in, elbows up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Feel the pinch of your shoulder blades. Opening up the lung, heart, chest. When you're in the center position, go in a full circle. Try to bring the elbows in. And reverse. Hi, Tommy. Slowly release. Shake it out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Bend towards the right side. Top arms to crescent moon. Looking up. Shoulders and hips are one straight line. Inhale, center lengthening. Exhale to the other side. Bending down so you have more room to come down. A couple more times. Inhale, arms up to lengthen. Exhale to bend towards the right side. Every time you bend, see if you can get a little bit lower. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the other side. One last set. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to the other side. Slowly coming back up, getting ready for gentle twist. We're going to inhale in the center, exhale, turn. Opposite hand, opposite thigh. Turn and look at the back. Inhale, arms up, lengthen, exhale. The other side. Couple more rounds. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to the left. One last set. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Arm down by your side. Coming into torso turn, so starting out a small circle. Gradually do a deeper and deeper torso turn. Moving your shoulders as well. Warming up the spine. When you're in the center position, we're going to go the other way, reverse. Touching off the corner of your space. And we're going to slowly coming back to center to release. Coming into neutral tabletop, spread all your fingers. Hands underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hip, top of the feet on the mat, neutral spine. We're going to go into cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, chin up and up into a cow. Exhale, run the belly as much as you can. Pull your belly in tight, looking down into a cat. So we're going to do it a few times at your own pace and your own breath. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Connect your breath with your movement. Creating spaces between vertebrae. One last one. Slowly, slowly come back to center. We're going to take an inhale to center, exhale to open up the right hip. Squeeze the shoulder and hip together. Inhale, center, exhale to the left, forming a C shape in your spine. One more side. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Swing side to side. Coming into a forearm plank, so we're going to interlace the fingers, elbows within shoulders range. Coming up on your tippy toes, shift forward, hand beyond your hands. Not sticking the butt out, not sagging. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly release. And we're going to come to a forearm plank. Bending the left arm, make a fist parallel to the top of the mat. Bottom leg straight, top leg bend. Grounding the baby toes out the bottom leg. Front leg, bring it close to your body. When you're ready, lift the hips up. Top hand can stay on your hips or arms up. Just be mindful of anyone who have any wrists, elbows, shoulders issue here. Strong arm, strong core to hold yourself up. Listen to your body always to avoid injury. One more breath, and we're going to slowly release, and we're going to drop to our knees and set up for the other side. Bending the right arm, make a fist parallel to the top of the mat. Come on your side, bottom leg straight, top leg bend. Grounding the baby toes at the bottom foot. Lifting the hips up, top arm up. Reach and stretch. Be mindful of anyone who have any wrists, elbows, shoulders issues. Using your strong core and your strong front leg to lift your hips up. Staying here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly release. Come down. And we're going to transition to lie down on our stomach for back extension. Hands by your chest. Top of the feet on the mat. When you press on the top of the feet, kneecaps automatically comes off. Lifting the hand chest up, hands off, looking down to protect your neck. Kneecaps up. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. For 5. 2 more. One last one. And slowly, slowly release. Extend your arms forward, coming into a Superman. Forehead down, kneecaps up. Lifting hand, chest up, arms off, leg and thigh off. Looking down. Staying here for 5, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and gently release everything down. Swing your arm behind your back, coming into a locust. If you can interlace the finger, go ahead. Knuckles towards the heels. Modification, arm by your side, not touching your body. Lifting the hand, chest up. Thigh off if you can. Now if you cannot lift the thigh off, you can place it on the mat. Shoulders relax. Staying here for 5, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and gently release everything down. Coming into a crocodile, arms are in T, shoulder height, palm facing down. Legs are apart as wide as the mat. Left cheek on the mat. Bending the right knee. Draw close to the right arm. Make yourself completely flat. As we stretch out the left side of the neck. And opening up the right hip. a few more breath here. Relax. One more breath, and we're going to slowly push ourselves up. We're going to transition to weight on the ground, so we're going to come to the side of our body. Front leg bend, bottom leg straight. Now, if you like to rest your head on the rock, neck and spine in one straight line. Front leg can be in front or behind the straight leg. Front arm can stay on the mat, wrap around your waist, or reach for the same foot. So your choice. Putting more body weight on the left shoulder. Very little weight in the head and neck. Both hips are level, so hips on top of each other. Now, if you have any shoulder injury or surgery, and if this is causing you a whole lot of pain and discomfort, you can slowly come up of it. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release. Coming back to center. Stack your hands on top of each other. Bend both knees. Windshield wiper. You can have chin down or forehead down. Swing side to side. Release any tension you may have in your lower back. Slowly coming back to center. Grab hold one ankle, both ankle. If you're doing one ankle at a time, extend the opposite arm out. If you are doing both ankle, don't open up the knees too much. Take the feet into your hand, lifting the hand chest up. Staying here in the bow, B-O-W. Now if you want to rock, rock. If you don't want to rock, that's okay too. Forward, backward, side to side. Massaging internal organs. And those who are doing one ankle at a time, after your breath, you can switch side. One more breath here. We're going to slowly bring everything back to the center. Coming into a seal. Legs up high as wide as the mat. Come up on your fingertips. Elbows will be shoulder straight. Chin is away from the body. Nice, looking forward. You can stay here if you like and push yourself up. If this is too much for you, please go back down on your forearms. More extreme back bend. Listen to your body always to avoid injury. One more breath. I'm going to slowly and gently release everything down. Just wiggle your butt side to side, release tension. And we're going to go crocodile on the other side. So arms are in T, shoulder height. Right cheek on your mat, bending the left knee. Draw it close to the left elbow. Make yourself completely flat. As we stretch out the right side of your neck and opening up the left hip. One more breath here, and we're going to slowly release, bring everything back. And we're going to go transition into weight on the ground. So right arm out the way it is on the mat. I'm going to use my block as a pillow. Come lie down your side, bottom leg straight, top leg bend. Top leg can be in front or behind the straight leg. Top arm can stay on the mat. Wrap around your waist. Reach for the same foot, your choice. Neck and spine are in one straight line here. If you're resting your head on the rock. More intensive stretch in the right shoulder. So listen to your body. If this is too much for you, please come off it. we're going to slowly release. Roll back to the center of the mat and retrieve the right arm. From here, legs are hip width apart. We're going to squeeze your glutes together. So squeeze and release your butt. Strengthening the muscles here. Squeeze and release. One more breath. And we're going to slowly release. Push yourself back out into a child pose. Knees apart, big toes to touch. Stay the hip down onto the heels. Walking the fingers forward, elbows off the mat. Shoulders relax, forehead down. So try to sit back onto the hips as much as you can. If you have tight ankle or hip joint, if you're not able to come down, rest your forehead on stack fists, stack hands, or on your block. So block has 3 different heights. So you decide which position to use your block. We're lengthening the spine, stretching our lower back muscles, hip joint, ankle joint, massaging internal organs, massaging the third eye, calming the mind for a moment. One more breath. We're going to slowly pushing ourselves back up. From here, we're going to get ready to come up. So meet you in down dog. Spread all your fingers, tuck your toes. Lift your hips high up. Coming into a down dog. Walking it up out by alternating, bending your knees. Pushing the mat away. Release the head down. Big stretch. Inhale to come up on your tippy toes. Exhale to lower the heel back down. One more time. Inhale up on toes. Exhale down. Slowly walk forward towards the hands. Coming into a forward bend. All 10 toes facing the front, legs are hip width. If you can touch the mat, touch the mat. If you cannot touch the mat, hold on to opposite elbows. Hip bones above ankle bones. Release the head down. Lengthening the spine. Stretching our hamstrings. Let the blood go the other way for a moment. If you cannot touch the mat, hold on to opposite elbows. Gently shake yes with the head. Gently shake no. Sway side to side hip movement. One more breath. I'm going to get ready to come up. Hands out, weights for support. Inhale halfway up to a flat back. Exhale to slowly come up to standing. Let your blood pressure get used to this. Once you come all the way up, we're going to go into a supported back bend. So place your hand behind your lower back. Pinkies touching. Squeeze the shoulder blade together. Lifting chin up and head back. Now pushing the hips forward. Shoulders and hips are level. Feel the pinch your shoulder blades. Opening up the lung, heart, chest. Stimulating thyroid gland. One more breath here, and we're going to slowly release. Shake it out. Coming into sun salutation. So top of your mat, big toes to touch. Align the edge of your feet to the edge of your mat. So listen to your body, whether you're new or regular yoga practitioner. Inhale your arms up, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale halfway up to a flat back, hands on shin, eyes looking forward. Exhale, hands on mat, step the right leg back and then the left leg. Shifting the weight forward to plank, lower down. Beginners can drop to your knees. Tap your elbow by your side and down. Inhale, cobra is for modification or up dog. Shoulders relax, eyes looking up. Exhale, you can fall back on your knees, your toes. Lift your hips high up. Coming into a down dog. We're staying here for 5 breaths. Spread all your fingers. Middle or index finger facing forward. Separate your feet. 2 fists apart, not too wide, not too narrow. Release the head down. Eyes are looking at your toes, knees or belly button. Now we look between the hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway up to flat back. Exhale, forward bend, slightly bend the knees. Inhale, come back up to standing, back bend, and then arm down by your side. Into a mountain pose, we'll keep going. Inhale, your arms up, upward salute, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up to flat back. Exhale, hands on mat, stepping back into a plank. Shifting the weight forward, chaturanga one breath, elbows lower than the shoulders. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Take your time to set up, lifting the hips high, high up. Shoulder external rotation, elbows are internal rotation. Eye of the elbow facing each other. Coming into warrior one on the right side. Inhale, right foot forward towards the right hand. Left foot at 45. Heel to heel or heel to arch. Square the hip to the front. Arms up. Holding onto your ball. Front knees 90-degree on top of the ankle. Back leg is straight. Body's in the center. Palm facing each other. Pinky slightly curved in. Shoulders relax down from the ears. Eyes looking up. One more breath here. I'm going to open up into warrior two. Bring your hands to center. Arms out in T. Turn and over the front fingers. Don't shift forward. Sink down. Evenly distribute your weight between the two legs. Engage your arms, core, abdominal muscles. One more breath. Extend the side angle. Right elbow resting on right thigh. Left arm up. Reach and stretch. Looking up. Open up the hands. Not putting a whole lot of weight on the front thigh. Lift and stretch. Now we're going to slowly bring the top arm over to form one straight line. Form the baby finger to the back heel. Not leaning into the center of the mat. Keep your body up and open. Lengthening the left side of your body. Looking up. Wrapping the top arm around your waist. Reach for the opposite thigh. Now you can stay here. If you can bind hand, head has to come further down. Slipping the right hand underneath your knee. Now if you're not binding hands, no problem. Just place the front hand by the front foot. Keeping the body up and open. Don't round down. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release. Coming into reverse warrior, flipping the right arm up. Left hand down the left thigh. Top arm is a crescent moon, looking up. Stretching on the right side of your body. So this is not a back bend, it's a side bend. One more breath here. I'm going to slowly release. Coming into triangle. Shorten your stand, swaying the hip up. Tip to the front of the rib. When you can't go anymore, windmill the arms. Right arm down, left arm up. Shoulders stand on top of each other. Looking up at the top of the palm. Slightly bend the front knee if needed. Sliding the hands up and down to find a point that you can stack the shoulders on top of each other. Lift and stretch. So all the poses in the warrior series will strengthen your core, quadricep. Some of them will also help you to relieve back pain, such as the triangle. Now we're going to slowly come back up. Come into revolving triangle. Left hand by the big toe side or maybe toe side of the front foot. I'm using the block to help me turn the body to the right side, right arm up. Once again, slightly bend the front knee if needed, if you have tight hamstring. 1 One more breath here. I'm going to slowly, slowly release. Coming into a pyramid. I'm going to shorten my stand. Square the hip to the front. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, bow down. If you can touch the mat, touch the mat. If you cannot touch the mat, place the hand on the shin or on the block. Head to knee. Slightly bend the front knee if needed if you have tight hamstring. One more breath, and we're going to slowly, slowly coming back up. I'm going to come up on the back heel. I'm going to come into a runner's lunge. So front knee still 90 degrees on top of the ankle. We're going to roll the shoulder back, arms by the side, palm facing down. Thumb to sky, pinky to earth. One straight line from the crown of the head to the back heel. We're not dropping. Strong arms, strong core, work the thighs. Looking at a point. 3 to 4 feet in front of you. One more breath. I'm going to slowly, slowly release. I'm going to lower the back heel. I'm going to go into humble warrior. So we're going to interlace the finger behind. Knuckles down and away from you. Lifting chin up and head back. We're going to bow down to the space by the front knee. Lifting your arms up to your comfort zone. Release the head down towards the mat. Front knee still 90 degrees on top of ankle. Back leg straight. Head is below heart. One more breath, and we're going to slowly, slowly release. Take your time to come up, and we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to pivot the feet to the other side. I'm going to repeat everything on the other side. So warrior series. Knee and toes ankle between second and third toe. Back leg 45-degree angle. Heel to heel. Heel to arch. Your choice. Square the hip to the front. Arms up. Holding onto your ball. Sitting down. Palm facing each other. Pinky slightly curved in. Engage your arms. Core dominant muscles. Quadricep. One more breath here. I'm going to open up the arms. Coming into warrior two, arms parallel to the floor. Palm facing down. Turn and open the front fingers. Evenly distribute your weight between the two legs. One more breath here. We're going to go into extended side angle. Left elbow resting on left thigh, right arm up, reach and stretch. Open up the hand, look at the top thumb. Lift and stretch. Slowly, we're going to top arm over to form one straight line. Form the baby finger to the back heel. Top palm facing down. Lengthening the right side of your body. So we're not having the arms here or rounding down. Try to keep the body up and open. Looking up. Now we're going to wrap the top arm around your waist. Reach for the opposite thigh. Keeping the top shoulder up and open. Those who can bind hands, lift the left hand underneath the knee, not the crotch. This is the shortest distance. So I have shorter arms, so I'm going to use my block to help me. Keeping the top shoulder up, looking up. No change the legs. One more breath here. We're going to slowly, slowly coming back up. Coming into reverse warrior, flipping the left arm up. Right hand down, the right thigh. Top arm is a crescent moon, looking up. This is a side bend, not a back bend. Feel the stretch in the left side of your body. One more breath, and we're going to slowly release, transition into triangle. Bring the back leg in, swing the leg out. Legs are straight, tip to the front of the room. And we're going to windmill the arms. Left arm down, right arm up. Shoulders stack on top of each other, both palms facing out. Lift and stretch. Slightly bend the front knee if needed. Once again, we're not leaving into the center of the mat. Keep the body up and open. Triangle, helping you to strengthen your core abdominal muscles. Quarter step, lengthening the side of your body, helping you to relieve back pain. One more breath and slowly come up. We walk in triangle. Right hand by the big toe side or baby toe side of the front foot. Rotate the body to the left, left arm up. Looking up. One more breath here. We're going to slowly, slowly release. Take your time to come up. Go into a pyramid. So I'm going to shorten my stand. Spread the hip to the front. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, bow down. Head to knee. If you can touch the mat, touch the mat. If you cannot touch the mat, place the hand on the shin or hold on to your bar. One more breath here, and we're going to slowly, slowly coming back up. Transitioning into runner's lunge. I'm going to come up on my back toes, lift the heel high, high up. Front knee still 90 degrees on top of ankle. I'm going to bring the arms by my side, palm facing down. Thumb to sky, pinky to earth. One straight line here, we're not dropping. So one straight line. Looking at a point 3 to 4 feet in front of you. Stabilize yourself. Strong arms, strong core. Work the thighs. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release. Lower the back foot. Coming into humble warrior. Interlace the finger behind. Knuckles down away from you. Lifting chin up, head back. Bow down to this space by the front knee. Lifting your arms up to your comfort zone. Release the head down towards the mat. Front knee still 90 degrees on top of the ankle. Back leg is straight. Body's in the center. Left shoulder on left thigh. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release the hands. Windmill the hands back down the mat, stepping back. Now we're going to come forward to high plank. Wrists underneath the shoulder, toes underneath the hips. Not sticking in the bottom, not sagging. Try your best. Work your core abdominal muscles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly come down. With control, 2 inches at a time. Inhale, cobra for modification or up dog. Shoulders relax, eyes looking up. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips high, high up. Coming into a down dog. Pushing the mat away. Walking it up out. Release the head down. Last down dog in the sequence. Big, big stretch. Coming into pigeon next. Left foot down. Right leg up. 3-legged split. Stay here for a moment. We're going to bend into the back leg. Look underneath the right armpit for a twist. And we're going to swing the back leg all the way to the top of the mat. Right knee to right wrist. Flexing the foot to protect your knee. Slide the back leg up. Back leg is straight and it's in the center. So the ankle doesn't fall one way or the other. Square the hip to the front. And we're going to slowly come down. Forehead on stack hands, stack fists. We'll come all the way down. The stretch is here, right here flexor. So you can continue to wiggle side to side. Or you can coming up on the back, it's your choice. So pigeon is said to help people with sciatica issues. And also if we are sitting around too long during the day, so it's a good stretch here. One more breath, and we're going to slowly, slowly pushing ourselves back up. And we're going to swing the back leg all the way to the front. So we're going to come to a seated twist. Now, if this is too tight for you, straighten out the bottom leg. Otherwise, go back down, both feet on the ground, opposite arm, opposite knee, draw it close to you, sit up tall, the other arm up and over, bring it directly behind your spine, wrap around your waist. Front arm can be stop sign hand, prayer hands, any variation you like. Or thread the front hand through this little hole. Don't lean back too much. Massage your internal organs, helping you to digest and detox. One more breath. I'm going to bring the body to the opposite side. Bow down, counter twist. Bend the elbows, more room for you to come down as we stretch our lower back and oblique. One more breath. I'm going to push ourselves back up. Now we're going to do pigeon on the other side. So we're going to swing the front leg back. Hands on mat. Tuck the back toes and step the right leg back. Down dog. Walking it out. Release any tension you may have. Big, big stretch. Right foot down, left leg up. 3-leg split here. Bending the back leg. Swing it all the way to the top of the mat. Left knee to left wrist. Flexing the foot to protect the knee. Slide the back leg out. Back leg is straight and in the center. Bottom of the foot towards the sky. Not dropping one way or the other. Square the hip to the front. Lower the forehead down on stack hands, stack fist. Or come all the way down. The stretch is here. Left hip flex. You can also rest the forehead on the block. 3 different heights. Make yourself comfortable. So stretching the other hips, helping people with sciatica condition, or if you have been sitting for too long and pigeon is a good stretch. If you cannot do this version of pigeon, please lie down on your mat, going into a figure 4. That would be the modification, and it is the same stretch. One more breath here, and we're going to release, pushing ourselves back up. Tuck the back toes and step the left leg back. Walking it out, pushing the mat away. Big, big stretch. Last down dog in the sequence. And we're going to look between the hands, that or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up to front back. Exhale, forward bend, slightly bend the knees. Inhale, come back up to standing. Back bend, and then I'm down by your side. Into a mountain pose. So we're going to stay in mountain pose. Legs are hip width, all 10 toes facing the front, arm down by your side, palm facing forward. Soft knees, don't lock your knees. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. Close your eyes for a moment. Slowing down the heartbeat. Make a fist. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Make it tight, tight, tight. Oh, sign it out to release again. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. Shake it out. Coming into balancing. So we're going to go into retreat pose. My left is your right. Heel down first. Back to toes, grab the mat. Sing the big toe down. Shift the weight to the standing leg. Turn the other knee out to the side of the room. Toe down, calf. Thigh, half shoulders or hold behind. Anywhere but the knee joints. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to take an inhale first. Exhale, rise up. Grow your tree. Inhale. Exhale, open up the branches. Shoulders relax down. Engage your core abdomen muscles. Taking the heel into the standing leg. Standing leg pushing the heel back. Eyes are looking on the floor at the horizon. If you want to chant us out, look up at the sky. Feel the energy within you. Taking a few breath here. One more breath. I'm going to slowly bring the hands together to release. Shake it up the other side, left leg. Heel down first. Spread the toes, grab the mat, sing the big toe down. Shift the weight to the standing leg. Turn the other knee out to the side of the room. Toe down, calf thigh, half lotus, or behind. anywhere but the knee joint. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the palm together. Inhale first. Exhale. Rise up. Lengthen the spine. Grow your tree. And then we're going to open up the branches. Shoulders relax down from the ears. Engage your core abdominal muscle. Taking the heel into the standing leg. Standing leg, pushing the heel back. Tall and strong here. And if you fall out of the pose, like I often do, no problem. Just come back into the pose. Stay focused. Locate your focal point. Chin is away from the body. Eyes looking down, horizon, or up. Your choice. One more breath. I'm going to slowly bring the hands together. 2. Release. Very good. And we're going to make our way to seated. And take a sip of water if needed. Bring the sole of your feet together. Wrap your hands around your ankles. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders on top of hip bones. And we're going to rock side to side. Finding your sitting bones. Fly like a butterfly, flap about 10 times. Opening up hip joint. Coming into a forward bend, draw the heel close to you. Grab a hold of the big toe of the entire feet. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, hinge forward, leading with the chest. Bring the elbows on the outside of the shin. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. Not dropping the head. When we come down, stomach come down a little bit more, and not forcing yourself to come down either. Working with your breath. Hinging from the hips, leading with the chest. Inhale to lengthen to prepare. Exhale, hinge forward. Lengthening the spine, stretching our lower back muscles, opening up hip joint. You're going to feel a little bit discomfort in your inner thighs, crotch area. One more breath here. We're going to slowly coming back up. Draw the knees together. Wrap your arms around your knees. Make yourself small. Inhale, chin up, head back. Exhale, chin to chest. So we're going to do it a few times at your own pace and your own breath. Inhale one way. Exhale the other. Connecting your breath with your movement. Decompressing the spine. Release any tension you may have at the back of your neck. Creating spaces between C2 and C7. Slowly coming back to center. Windshield wiper, open up the knees, hip width, hands behind you, finger facing the same way as your feet. We're going to drop the hips from one side to the other side. Let it fall wherever it falls. The knees don't necessarily have to touch the mat. Hips can come off. Open up and drop both knees to the right side. But stay down. You should feel the stretch here. Watch your hip joints. Look at the opposite side. One more breath here. Slowly come back to center. Take an inhale first. Exhale. Drop both knees to the other side. Let it fall wherever it falls. Look at the opposite side. But stay down. You should feel the stretch here. Watch your hip joints. Look at the opposite side. One more breath. I'm going to slowly release. Come back to center. Straighten out the legs. Get the flexion pattern from your butt. Coming into the start pose. Hands by your side. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulder on top of hip bones. We're going to point and flex the feet a few times. Pumping blood back to your heart, helping you with circulation. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, leading with the chest. Grow longer, holding on to any part of the left foot or toe. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stomach come down a little bit more. You can hold on to any part of the feet, the legs. Release the hands on either side. If you're using your yoga strap, feel free to use yoga strap. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. One more breath here. We're going to slowly coming back up. Coming into one leg forward bend. My left is your right. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up. We lengthen first. Exhale, hinge forward again. Roll longer. Holding on to any part of the foot, the legs. Release the hands on either side. When you come down, stomach come down first. Chest, head is the last thing. Body's on top of the straight leg. Shoulders and neck are relaxed, not rounding or creating a whole lot of tension in your upper back, neck, or shoulder. One more breath. I'm going to slowly come back up. I'm going to work on the other side. One leg forward bend. Point the toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, and I'm going to hinge forward, roll longer. Holding on to any part of the foot, the legs. Release the hands on either side. Chin is away from the body, eyes looking forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring the stomach a little bit closer, then the chest, and this is the last thing. So we're not doing head to knee. Neck is long, spine is straight. Continue to lengthen the spine, stretching out lower back muscles. Hamstring, a little bit on the hip joint. One more breath. I'm going to slowly coming back up, coming into a straight leg again, bouncing a few times. And we're going to transition to lie down on our back for reclining poses. So if you need to take water, take some water first. Make your way to the mat. Bend both knees, your spine will automatically release, keeping the natural curve in your lower back, and then by your side, palm facing down. All lying down poses, we're slightly tucking the chin in to protect your neck, so neck and spine in one straight line. Coming into wing, releasing on the right side. Wrap your arms around the right knee. Draw it close to the chest or armpits. Inhale, relax the grip. Exhale, squeeze. Massaging organs on the right side of your body as well as ascending colon. Right hand on right knee, using a gentle circular motion. Massaging the right hip joint. 5 times one way, 5 times reverse. So just be mindful of anyone who have any hip issues. Slowly come back to center. Coming into spiral twist, right foot on left thigh, using the left hand. Gently guide the top knee as close to the floor as possible. Right arm out shoulder height, palm facing up, palm facing down, doesn't matter. Shoulders and shoulder blades are still on the mat. If your neck is good, turn a little bit to the right side. Stretching our lower back muscles, helping you to relieve back pain, strengthening the lower back muscles. One more breath here. We're going to slowly bring everything back to the center. Straighten out the legs. Bounce a few times. Repeat on the other side. Wrap your arms around the left knee. Draw it close to the chest or armpits. Right toes are facing the ceiling, so both legs are working. Inhale, relax the grip. Exhale, squeeze. Massaging organs on the left side as well as descending colon. Anytime you feel bloated, constipated, you can try this pose and see if it helps you to release bloatedness and constipation. Left hand on left knee. Using a gentle circular motion, 5 times one way, 5 times reverse. Massaging the left hip joint. Slowly come back to center, coming into a spinal twist, left foot on right thigh. Using the right hand, gently guide the top knee as close to the floor as possible. Left arm out, shoulder height. If you like, you can extend the top leg. Shoulders and shoulder blades are still on the mat. We have them roll over. Left arm out, shoulder height. Stretching our lower back muscles, creating spaces between L4 and L5, helping you to relieve back pain. One more breath here. We're going to slowly bring everything back to the center. Straighten out the legs. Bounce it a few times. Then both knees. Wrap your arms around your knees. Rocking side to side. Coming into a big circular motion if you like, covering a bigger area. And reverse. Massaging lower back and sacrum, also helping you to relieve back pain. Slowly come back to center, lifting the hand chest up, head to knee, squeeze. Make yourself into a ball. Massaging internal organs, helping you with digestion. Slowly release the head down, lift your feet up to the sky, coming into happy baby. Bend both knees, hands on the bottom of your feet, inner arch, outer arch, or one to end part of the legs. Press down so that the knees are close to the armpits, rocking side to side. Massaging the entire spine, the entire back, opening up hip joint. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Open up your legs in a big V. Continue to rock side to side. Holding on to the big toes or any part of the legs. Stretch out inner thighs. So we're still massaging the entire spine, entire back. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Keep your legs open in a big V. And down by your side. When you're ready, we're going to scissor the legs. One time in front, one time behind. Nice and slow, with control. No need to speed up. Only open as wide as you're comfortable. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly come back to center. Hands behind the kneecap, flex the feet. Let the blood circulate back to your heart, helping you with circulation. Stretching our hamstrings, massaging internal organs. Feel free to prop your legs up to the wall or a piece of furniture if you plan on holding on to this pose for a little bit longer. And you can also place a folded blanket underneath your lower back for support. Sliding the hand further up the leg, grab a hold of the big toes, lifting the hand chest up, bending the elbows, neck and shoulders are relaxed. Continue to stretch hamstrings. One more breath here. I'm going to release the head down. I'm down by your side. Nice and slow, with control, we're going to release the legs back down on the mat. Once you come all the way down, we're going to bounce it a few times. Bring the sole of your feet together. Let the knee fall out from a diamond shape. Release the spine down, keeping the natural curve in your lower back so that the first joint of your finger can go through. Hip opener. Close your eyes for a moment, slowing down the heartbeat. One more breath. I'm going to bring the knees together, drop them to the right side. Raise your right arm,
Making a pillow of the right tricep, so we're going to come lie down on the side for a moment.
When you're ready, you can use your top arm to push yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position. Stretching out the neck next, you to shoulder extend opposite arm out. Using the same hand to guide and support the head, lengthening the side of your body, of your neck rather, looking up. Then we're going to go to the other side, you to shoulder extend opposite arm out. Using the same hand to guide and support the head, lengthening the side of your neck. Slowly coming back to center, big hug, love yourself always. Place a finger on your shoulder blade. Now you can stay here. If you can lock the elbows, grab a hold of the thumb, coming into eagle arm. Lift the elbows up and away from the body, forming an L shape. Slowly release, big hug on the other side, love yourself. Place a finger on your shoulder blade. Now you can stay here. If you can lock the elbows, grab a hold of the thumb. Lift the elbows up and away from the body, forming an L shape. Slowly release, shake it out. Interlace the finger, gently place it behind your head. Pull forward. Release tension at the back of your neck. Slowly release, taking our 3 breaths here. Inhale, arms up, turn the palm out. Exhale down. Deep inhale through your nose and deep exhale through your nose. One more. Inhale, arms up, turn the palm out. Exhale down. So to close the practice, bring your hands to heart center and I will strike my singing bowl. Thank you very much for watching, sharing your energy with all of us, and letting me guide you through this practice. Always my pleasure. Namaste.